Yes.
Yeah.
We're on, we're on.
We're on.
We're on.
We are live. Hello. We are on.
Yes, yes. Let me go and share. Invite your friends. Come on in.
Come on in. Come on in. We're getting ready to start it. We're going to give everybody a few minutes so you can come on in. You can go ahead and invite your friends, invite your family members. You can go ahead and let them know we're about to get started. We're going to get started in a few minutes.
Yes, yes. Who is on now? I see we have some persons on. Hi, Emily.
You can say hello. Let us know you're there.
Yes, type your name in chat. Let us know you're there, where you're watching from. Yes. We are excited. Yay. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Come on, write your name
I want
in
to see.
chat.
I want to see some hearts. I want to see some thumbs up. I want to see some likes.
Yay. Yes. Okay. And we're on.
I hope everyone is having a great day today, because we're gonna have a great time this evening. We're all fired up, and I hope you are fired up. I hope you are ready. So,
yes. And so, yes, you still have time. Invite your friends. Let them know we are live actually, we are live now, but we will get started at 6 o'clock, and we're 1 minute away from marriage in crisis. How to get out. How to get out. Some people are saying, well, I'm not in any crisis. Well, invite someone. You don't have to be in crisis. The best time to prepare for a crisis is before the crisis actually happens. So, yes, definitely invite your friends.
yeah, so today we're going to be talking about marriage in crisis. How to get out. Marriage in crisis. How to get out. So like I said, you want to go ahead, you want to invite your friends, you want to invite your family members, you want to invite persons who are married, persons who are about to get married, persons who are happy to be married. You want to go ahead and invite them.
Yes, I see Kevin is saying he's ready. Lynn is hailing. Yes, and some others are joining in. West End is in the house. West End, that's a settlement on Grand Bahama. We are live from Freeport, Grand Bahama, and we are broadcasting all over the world. We have our friends from all parts of the world watching with us as well. So let us know when you come in. Let us know where you are watching from. Yes. Okay. Hello, Corenda. She just said hello to Patrick's.
Hello, Corenda. Hello.
Tag someone. Go ahead and tag someone. Just type their name in chat and they'll get the notification to come right in as we discuss this burning issue. Yes. Come right in.
I see the numbers are going up, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, just invite your friends, family members to come on in. And which episode is this today, Linda?
I think this is our 8th.
Yes, this is our 8th episode. And for those who may be coming on for the first time, you want to go ahead and like the Unique Couples Facebook page. And you can go back and watch the previous 7 videos. We had awesome dynamic couples who presented on various topics over the last 7 weeks. So you want to go ahead and listen to those topics.
Yes. So we had
Carol and Franco Charles. We had Herb and Melissa Ford. We had Guy and Esther Marino, Ronald and Carol, Ned. We had Anton and Daria Brown. Then we presented in one of those weeks.
Yes.
And then last week we had Carl and Raquel Adderley. And
yes,
folks are still talking about all those videos. So you want to go ahead and watch those videos.
Yes. Okay. I see D. Hope Johnson is here. Hello, Marlene. Okay. Yes. So Like I said, tag someone so that they'll know we are getting ready to start. We have started last week. Did we invite all the couples who are married, not thinking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we invited
Folks
them.
who are married,
Okay. Just wanted
thinking
to
about
make
getting
sure.
married.
Make sure. Okay.
Those who are happy in their marriage, even those who aren't happy in their marriage. We want everyone to come on.
Yes.
All
yes.
of you.
Okay. So last week, in a special feature, and I have it right here. Nice. The Tribune called us a husband and wife on a mission to save Bahamian marriages. And Jafara Gibson was, she was right on target because we want to help strengthen marriages.
Yes, and we were tired of hearing another marriage ending up in a divorce. We were tired of hearing it, and we said that we want to do something about it. We want to find ways to strengthen marriages. Statistics have it that 1 out of every 2 marriages will end up in a divorce. Well, we want to help these marriages here in the Bahamas and all over the world. So that's why Linda and I, we have the Unique Couples platform where we want to be able to help strengthen marriages.
Yes. So about 2 weeks ago, I heard about another friend who actually had gotten divorced already, and as soon as I heard it, it was like, oh my gosh, I need to go and lie down. Like I can't take it, not another one, you know. And it's just like I was taking it like really personal because it's like, oh my goodness, these marriages, and you know, just hearing about another one. And so we know that marriages are in crisis, and we are trying to help and be proactive to help be a part of the solution instead of the problem. So we want to help fix this vexing problem.
So, marriage in crisis, how to get out. It is just fitting at this time that we talk about this topic because as we all know, all over the globe, we have this pandemic that's going on and folks aren't really used to being home together all of the time, and a lot of things are happening out there. So we said now is the time to talk about it. Based on our experience, based on our research, observation, and personal interview with couples, we have identified some major problems. Some major problems we have identified.
Yeah, so when you think about crisis come in different sizes, intensity, and then they may last for different lengths of time. So in your marriage, we may see that happening. People's marriages are different, okay? So no two persons, no two couples are alike, and so even the type of crises people face would be different as well.
And the name of our platform is Unique Couples, and every couple is unique. All couples are different. No two couples are the same. So that's why our platform is called Unique Couples. So like I said, marriage in crisis, how to get out. So we're going to talk about some of the problems that happens in the marriage. And you can go ahead and type in the chat so you can stay involved. So number 1, y'all aren't talking.
So you'll know your marriage is in crisis if first of all, y'all aren't talking. So that means, because I mean, you know.
Yeah, so
you use a Bahamian dialect.
That's a Bahamian dialect, but y'all are not communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are not communicating. So if you see that y'all are not communicating, that's a sign.
That's a telltale sign. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You wanna fix that. You wanna see what's happening there. Why aren't y'all communicating? That's something y'all should be talking about. Y'all need to look at that one there. So that's number 1.
Okay, so number 2.
Y'all not talking.
Number 2. Before I do number 2, you still have time. Tag your friends. Let them know. Call them up. Let them know to come on Unique Couples Sunday night Facebook Live. We're not saying that their marriage is in crisis, but if your marriage is in crisis, we're going to tell you how to get out. How to get out of the crisis, okay?
Yeah.
So number 2, this is a problem. Number 2, y'all aren't having sex. Not having sex. Not having sex, or maybe the frequency is, maybe it's not as much as one spouse would like it. Whatever it is, the sex is a problem. Yes. So that is a telltale sign. I remember we did.
So statistics say that a man want to have sex 5 times a week, and a woman want to have sex twice a week. Right? So right away, statistics is saying you have an issue. So you need to look at that. 5 versus 2, you have to come to a common ground.
I remember what Mr. Boo said. Remember we had that event and he was like,
oh yeah, at an event. Yes. So a man want to have sex 5 times a week and a woman twice a week. So like Mr. Bo said, 5 plus 2 is 7. So hey, that's the answer. 7 times a week. So, but if you're not having sex, that's a problem. So you want
to, not interested in having sex,
or not interested
yes, in your spouse, then that is definitely a problem. Number 3,
constantly bickering and arguing.
Yeah.
So if you are constantly bickering, constantly arguing, obviously that also isn't right. You want to be able to communicate. You want to be able to communicate clearly. When an issue comes up, you want to be able to address that issue. And you don't want to go sleep without addressing the issue.
Okay, so that was number 3. Number 4, for number 4, I would say avoiding each other. And basically, you're always, say you're home, you're always in different parts of the house, even when you're together. It's like you don't want to be together, you're avoiding. So she's in the kitchen, well, I'm in the kitchen and he's in the bathroom, or I'm in the room and he's outside, and you just have never wanting to be in the same place or in the same room with your spouse. Then that's a telltale sign.
Number 5, having unresolved issues that you keep bottled up. So you want to keep things in. You shouldn't keep things in. You want to, as soon as something comes up, if you identify it, you want to express it. Don't keep it bottled up. Don't keep it in.
So I think Bradley here is saying that when we looked at number 2 about not having sex or doing the numbers, definitely it is based on the couple, and the couple would have to talk and communicate and decide what is best for them, okay? So the issue is someone having a problem with sex and y'all not deciding on when and frequency and time and all of that, okay? So yeah, that'll definitely be a topic for another session. Okay, what number are we on now?
Yeah, number 6.
Okay, number 6. Number 6 is feeling disconnected. A lot of marriages, people go to counseling, and a lot of the reason why a lot of them go, they're saying that they feel disconnected from their spouse, or they're not connected with their spouse. So that feeling of being disconnected, like I don't know this person anymore, that is also another major issue that will have your marriage in crisis.
Number 7, conflict over finances. And money can be an issue. Funds in a marriage is it's in the top 5 in terms of major issues in the marriage. So you want to be able to, although you all be on the same page when it comes to the finances, you want to make sure everybody know what the other spouse is making. You want to be on the same page in terms of all of your bills and etc. So finances, it's critical. Finances is important.
Okay, we're number 8 now. Number 8.
Yes, number
okay,
8.
I think some people, yes, Coranda says we have underlying issues, serious issues, problems. How do we get, then if you're having multiple issues, you may have multiple issues, definitely. So number 8, this is also a problem. This is what I called. This is what I call survival mode. Okay, it's survival mode, and survival mode is basically when it's like you're not angry with your spouse. You know, I'm not angry with him, and I'm not excited about him coming home either. I'm not excited about seeing him. I'm not excited about being in his presence. Then when you come to that state where you're just numb and you have none of those extremes either about your spouse, then that could be an issue. That could be an indication of an issue too. So that survival mode where, oh, you know, like whatever. And I believe that is the hardest or the most, I don't say difficult, but it's like, if you're in survival mode, if you're constantly arguing, fight, at least you're communicating and talking, but it's like, oh, when you just don't care and you're just like, okay, whatever, and when you get to that point, then you know that you're definitely in crisis where you just don't care or don't care. So, are there any marital problems we might have missed out? Okay, so type that in chat for us. Let's see who is commenting. Hello. I see Willisito is just, George and Willisy just joined us. Hello. Lisa is there. Yes, I see Bradley. Sasha Lee says 5 + 2 = 7. Ha 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 ha. Ahmad is there. Hello, hello. Violet is watching. Kirkland. Yours, all of you. Good to see all of you on. Invite your friends. Let them know we're getting to the juicy part. Okay, so I'm waiting. Are there any more marital issues we might have forgotten? We missed out. Type that in chat. What are some problems people are facing that oh yes, definitely. How to raise children. That is definitely a problem. That is a problem. Okay, so when you think about it, you could put it down and hopefully we'll get to, I have my phone here, so I'm looking down to see your responses. Yeah, so once you have a response, you could put it in and hopefully we could get to see that. Okay. Okay, so yes. Now, I don't know about you, but I enjoy long rides. Anybody enjoy long rides? Thumbs up. Yeah. Long rides. Yeah. I don't see any hearts or anything. I don't know what's going on. Are they seeing us? I don't think they're hearing us.
But they should be seeing us. They should be hearing us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is everyone seeing us? Give us a heart if you could see us. Come on. Give us. We need to see something.
I don't see no
hearts. We can't see the responses. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah. Some hearts. Some. Ooh.
Okay. I see it now.
You seeing something?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I see some reactions now. Okay, I was just talking. Y'all are sleeping or something. Okay, so long rides. I love going on long rides. Okay, if you like long rides too, you could just type that in there. Long rides. So if you think about going when we used to go to East End or West End, you know, from Freeport, and you'd go down West End, take your drive on the way to drive wherever it is. For those who are in the States, you would go. What do they call that now?
The turn. If I state to state, they have long rides as well.
So they have those long rides, but for us, you know, our long rides probably like 30 minutes,
an hour.
Maybe if you're in Andros, then you could go longer, right? But so I like the long rides. When you go on the drive, road trips, yes, that's what they call it, road trips, right? So you go on your road trip. It's not always about where you're going, like the destination. It's about the journey along the way. So you're on the journey, right? And of course, you're looking forward to the destination, but you're also enjoying the journey. And so when you think about your marriage in crisis and how to get out, we kind of said, you know what, you need to take a ride. And a ride, it's let's take a ride. It's actually supposed to be, it's 2 words. The letter A and then ride. 2 separate words, but we kind of combine them. So we kind of blend those two. We kind of take the liberty of doing that because, you know, here in the Bahamas, we like put things together, right? So a ride. Yeah, a ride, right? So we made it 1 word, a ride. So type that in. A ride, A-R-I-D-E. And this is our solution. This is what we have done when we've had issues, when we have problems. And so when you face a crisis, so like we said, every couple is unique. So what works for us may not work for you, but you can definitely try what works or what doesn't work. You're free to do whatever. So let's take a ride.
Yes, let's take a ride. So on this ride, you begin by saying, I get to love my spouse. Don't let it be a burden. Find joy in wanting it. and doing it. So on this ride, you get to say, I love my spouse.
Okay, yes. So you get to love your spouse. It's like, I get to solve this problem. I get to come out of this crisis. It's a joy for me to, communicate with my spouse, discuss, our sex life, discuss all of these problems I'm having. Not, oh my gosh, I have to go talk to him about that. Or, geez, I don't want to be around him. Okay, instead of taking that attitude, it will be something else. So remember, every couple is unique, and we're talking about what we had to do to handle our issues. So let's take a ride.
So
a
we're gonna
joyride,
take
right?
a
A
joy ride.
Yes. Okay. So not just any ride. This is going to be a joy ride. Okay. So when you are faced with crisis in your marriage, this is how you get out. And we're going to take a ride. And so a ride, each letter stands for something.
So A, you want to accept that you have a problem.
Okay.
A, you want to accept that you have a problem. If you're not accepting that you have a problem, then you already have an issue there.
Yeah. What are some of the problems they can have?
So we just list off a number of different problems. So it can be problems with finances. It can be another one in terms of not interested in sex. It can be a number of different problems, but you have to accept that you have a problem.
So it's all starts with acceptance.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so the R in a ride is, R is for reach in and evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself. So, I'll ask, how am I contributing to the problem? I'll need to know my needs and expectations. For example, when we first got married, it wasn't first, but like in 2 years or 3 years after we had our first child, and then soon after that we had the second one. So it's like, oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh gosh, everybody can know what we doing. Everybody can know they're so close together. But anyway, so soon after we had our first child, girl, and I was like overwhelmed, right? I was exhausted because I was breastfeeding and then trying to deal with everything, a new baby, just like all kind of changes in your body. And then soon after that, I had another child. So it was like, whoa, right? So I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling misunderstood, and I felt like I was doing everything myself. I mean, the great thing about it is I was able to communicate with Vito and let him know, what I needed him to do, what my expectations were, what my needs were, what I needed help with. And, I expressed those, and because I did, he helped. As soon as I breastfed babies, he would take them to their room, put them in their crib, and so that kind of made it so much easier. So, hey, babies are happy, mommy is happy, then definitely daddy happy, everybody is happy. And so even up to today, even with our last child, because it's like one is 13, going on 14, and now this one is 3, going on 33, so it's like, but we've got to the point like, hey, their daddy's girl, their daddy's boy, so it's like, they love their dad because they have that bond and they always bonded, and that helps me too. I express my need. Okay, we need to help. We need to, at least. So Victory K, she knows the drill. She knows when it's time to go, and her daddy will just go, and she knows it's time to go to bed, time to go to sleep, because I expressed my need for help, and then he was able to do that. So I don't have that issue anymore. So we accept that we have a problem, and then we reach in, evaluate yourself, look and see, how am I contributing? How am I contributing? Am I initiating sex or am I not? Am I helping out where I need to or am I not? Am I driving my spouse away with my constant bickering and fighting? So I have to evaluate myself, okay?
So we spoke about the A, we spoke about the R, now we have the I. And the I, you want to intentionally invest time and resources in your marriage. So you want to intentionally invest time and resources in your marriage. We had to get better at doing that. So you have to get better at doing those things. Invest in the time, invest in the resources. Those things you have to do so you can have a better marriage. So in terms of date nights, how often do you as a couple go on a date night? Is it once a week, once a month, every 3 months, or just the special occasions, the birthday, the anniversaries? Well, you want to review that, and maybe you want to increase that. So that's a part of investing in your marriage. So you want to be able to invest that. And you can get busy, but you still have to be intentional about setting the time together. You want that QT, that quality time, just you and your spouse. That's very important. So you want to intentionally invest time and resources in your marriage. That's important.
Yeah. So I mean, initially, like, years into our marriage, we got busy doing what? Everything. And then we just kind of left each other out. Even while we were together doing stuff, we left out. Go
that can
happen,
happen,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to learn to, hey, this can't happen. This
Yeah,
can't happen.
you don't want that to happen.
Yeah. So as women, we have to put this plug in there. As women, we kind of sense, we have like the sixth sense, right? We could see and feel things a little earlier than our, husbands and stuff like that. So we need to make sure things, we address issues before they get out of hand. Okay? It's easier to fix an issue when it is small. What they say? A good saying is what? Bend a tree when it is young compared to when it is huge and out of control. Okay, so that's the same thing with the issues, any one of those problems or things that will lead to you having a crisis. Okay, so as women, you see something, you notice that, hey, he's staying to work a little too long, he is hanging out with this person a little too long, we're not talking as much as we need to.
We have a question.
Yeah, so once all of that is happening, then you need to say, okay, if we're not spending enough time, then we need you to increase the time we spend together. If you're not having enough, you realize that you're not, sexually active with each other, then you need to say, okay, I need to increase that. So whatever the issue is, you want to deal with it right away. Okay.
So the question was, if your spouse is a workaholic, how do you express the need for date nights without attacking their job? So without attacking their job, you want to be able to sit down with your spouse and say, well, you guys still need to come up with date nights. Yes, you can be working a lot of hours, long hours, but you have to find that time. That's why we said that I intentionally invest in that time. So it's all about still coming out and having that, it starts with communication. You have to talk about it. So yes, you can be working those long hours, but you have to be able to invest that time. So
yeah, and it doesn't have to be a regular normal date night where you actually have to go out of the house and do something like that. It could be something that you even do at home, in your backyard. We did something in the car, right? So it could be where you two decide to do something. It could be late at night. Y'all may have to look at 3 o'clock hours. But I remember at one point, I don't know if you remember, when you used to be working those long hours at the power company or whatever that was, keeping the power on, right?
That's when I was working the night shift.
Yes, the night shift.
The 12 to 8 shift.
So I had to be intentional. I was like, okay, we don't see each other during the day. Both of us are at work, and then I was at work and you were sleeping, and then when I came, then you go on night shift, and so we didn't see each other. Obviously, nothing happened in the day, and so there was a point in night shift where you had to come home. You had a break, right?
Yeah, you had
a little lunch break, right? Yeah. So we had to make our date night. Well, I know no food was involved, but anyway, we had to make it special during that time. Yeah, we had to take time out and say, guess what? We're gonna get our groove on at this time. So if that was 2 o'clock in the morning, we made the time then to say we can sneak some there. We can say that we're married. Yeah, we snuck some there. So you might have to do that, even if it's something during the day. Use your lunch hour or whatever. Just kind of find a way to make the time without it being an argument, and make it something exciting that you and your spouse can look forward to. And that is what we did. And those were exciting times.
Yeah, you have to be intentional. And
then with the kids now, especially with Victory K, we have to find a way to be more creative even with that. So yeah, we have to talk.
So we talked about the A, accept that you have a problem. We talked about the R, reach in and evaluate yourself. We talk about the I, intentionally invest time and resources in your marriage. D, you want to depend on God. So you want to have God at the center of your marriage. So there's a triangle. The husband and wife at the bottom of that triangle, and God is at the top of that triangle, and you want to keep that triangle intact. So you want to be able to depend on God. You want to be able to pray. Prayer works. You also need to, if you see that you need to get help, you can also go and get help. And you can get help from a trusted mentor, or you can get help from a marriage coach, or a marriage counselor, or a therapist. So you can also get help. The problem may be so ingrained that you are unable to solve it by yourself. So you need to get help. Do you know what the biggest enemy in your marriage is? And let's see some responses.
Yeah, so while they're doing that, let me see.
Do you know what the biggest enemy in your
Carl,
marriage
I see
is?
Carl say invest in your marriage. Yes, they're writing what the biggest enemy is. Bradley said, express your needs and expectation and make them understand that it's not only about making the money. Yes, this is the issue with the spouse. Coranda says, work, church, kids can take too much of your time if we don't monitor properly, resulting in no time for each other. That is so true. That is so true. Yes, depend on God. Yeah, so question. What was the question again?
The question is, do you know what is the biggest enemy in your
Biggest
marriage?
enemy in your marriage.
I see
Okay.
someone said, you?
That's a good one. Anybody else? You? Okay, definitely.
So the biggest enemy in your marriage is pride. Yes, I said it. Pride.
Yes.
Pride.
Your pride.
Pride. That's the biggest enemy in your marriage. And we say, don't let your pride kill you.
Kill your marriage.
Let your pride kill you. Yes, it could kill your marriage. You know? And also, if your pride can also affect those cold nights, because you want your nights to be warm. Because that pride can end up leading that marriage to go away, and you wouldn't have that person to snuggle under in the night. So you want that, you want to make sure that pride don't affect your marriage.
Yeah, because pride doesn't keep you warm at night. So
yes, it doesn't. It doesn't. So right now, what you want to do is you can email us at our uniquecouplesrekindle@gmail.com. You can go ahead and email us for more resources, and you can be able to gain access to our events. So you can email us.
Yeah, and guess what? We have something huge coming in July. Yes, we have something
July.
huge coming in July that you guys definitely need to be a part of, and we're excited about that. Yes, so listen out, make sure you email us, and you'll be the first ones in on that special event in July. We'll send dates out, we'll send information out, but just remember to email us. Okay.
Extraordinary marriages don't happen by chance. They are created with intentional loving. So you have to be intentional.
Definitely.
Intentional loving.
That's our buzzword, intentional loving. Okay, so we're on E. So we did ride. We're doing a ride, right?
Yeah.
A ride, a joy ride. Yes, we're making it something. We're going to have joy in resolving the issues and making sure our marriage survive whatever crisis, and before our marriage get into crisis. Okay, so the E is establish emotional, physical, and spiritual connection. Okay, so when we look at emotional connection, this is where I feel like someone needs me. Okay, so I feel like if Vito needs me, I need him. Okay, so we have that connection. It involves us sharing, being in it together. We're in it together, like Esther will say, in it to win it.
In it to win it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this connection is all about seeking first to understand and then being understood, as one of our mentors like to say. So first, seek to be First seek to understand. I have to type that in, right? Somebody need to type that in for me. First, seek to understand and then be understood. Okay, so that is an all-involving emotional connection. Okay, it's all about accepting one another, accepting each other, and just communication, of course, will come in there where you can definitely be close and on one accord. I see someone wrote July 10th. Hey, I think that's our date. But anyway, we'll let you know more. Okay.
Yes, the email is there, uniquecouplesrekindle@gmail.com. So you can go ahead and email us.
Yes. So, and if you want to be in for that mega event, which is coming up in July, and it is July 10th. Someone stole our date. It is July 10th. I need you to say, I am in. Put that in. I am in for July 10th. I am in. Okay, so we're talking about emotional connection. We're talking about going on a ride. Your marriage is in crisis and we're on a ride, right? We're taking this ride, a joy ride. We're going to make this exciting and fun because we are in it together for the long run. Okay, so we had a wonderful discussion about communication. So if you go to the video section on our Unique Couples Facebook page, you can watch The Value of 10 Minutes by Ronald and Carol Nair. They did an awesome presentation. They were one of the speakers on Unique Couples Live, Sunday Night Live. So you can go there and find all of the videos. It'll be easier instead of trying to go through all the feeds, right? Because we do post regularly. So you can go to videos and you'll be able to identify the video quicker.
Yeah, click see all videos.
Okay. And then the next connection that you want to get is physical. So then we write emotional connection. Yes. Now we're establishing physical connection. Okay? And for physical, we're finding ways to touch throughout the day. You know, if it's just a little touch in the air. Well, don't touch my hands, but anyway, touch the air and hands, or just non-sexual touching. Okay, it reveals that you're comfortable in each other's presence. You want to have that, sitting close to each other, enjoying each other, making time out and then definitely you want to make time for having sex frequently and or an agreed time that you guys decide on. Okay, so but it's something that you have to discuss openly. Okay, some people are they have issues with that, but you and your spouse, after you have this emotional connection, you are able to sit together and talk about your needs and what your issues are, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, be able to sit and do all of that. Anyway, that is definitely for another live because you get all deep in that. Okay, so location, timing, and all of that. Yeah, we'll
definitely have to talk more about that on another live. Yes. So we'll keep you all posted.
Yeah, so establish emotional connection, physical connection, and then we also make sure we have spiritual connection. Okay, for spiritual connection, we know a lot of people are religious, meaning they can be attending the same church and then still be on different spiritual wavelengths. So for us, it wasn't just about us going to church. Okay, it's about us supporting one another's beliefs and hope. It's about us sharing, where we're headed and being there for each other and knowing what we want out of life. So we share that. That's how we share our spiritual connection. Okay.
This really should be done before you get married, but people change. So you still have to find a way to get connected to God and each other. Your marriage is a covenant. So you still have to find a way to get connected to God and each other because your marriage is a covenant. Extraordinary marriages don't happen by chance. they are created with intentional loving.
Yep, extraordinary. Yes. So, like Vito said earlier, on this ride, you have to begin by saying, I get to love my spouse. Don't let it be a burden. Find joy in wanting and doing it. You know, like, I'm taking a ride. You're taking this joy ride. Remember, you take this joy ride. You find pleasure in, you know, solving whatever issues. I mean, we did a whole segment on that earlier, right? That was Fun Flick. Yes, y'all remember Fun Flick? Yeah. Who was here for Fun Flick? Yeah, just type in Fun Flick, right? Okay, and that was what? Frequent.
The F for frequent hugs and kisses. The U is untold respect and support. And the N is you want to neutralize the problem, pump up the love.
Yes, untold love and yes, definitely. Fun. So go back, you can watch that video as well.
Yeah.
I see here some people are saying that they are in. So I just want to mention that. Yeah, seek to understand before being understood. Definitely, Deborah. Thank you so much. Kevin says he's in. Tandy, hi, Tandy. Holder Frank said, I am in. Hello, Mary. Okay, stop thinking sex and solve all the issues. Let's deal with the issues. Yes. Religion versus having a relationship with God. Yes, Corenda was here for Fun Flick. Yes, Tamika, Fun Flick. Okay, so you're in. Those persons who are typing, D. Johnson, Tamika, folks, yes. Kente, Leeton, also I'm in, definitely. You're in, that's for the event. Yes, it's a free event, so you don't have to worry about thinking we're going to charge you for something. It's a free event. It's going to be on July 10th. If you're married, depending on whatever state you're in your marriage.
Yeah,
in your marriage.
You want to be there.
Yeah, you want to be there. Okay, so we're going to have that July 10th. So if you're in, you're going to be there. Just type I'm in. If you haven't done so already, type I'm in. Okay, so now for the spa this week.
And those of you who were here the last time, you remember what spa is, right? Spa. And it has two S. So SSPA. Spa. Supporting spouse positive action.
Okay.
Supporting spouse positive action. That's our spa. So take a ride if you are having a crisis. So let's go over it again. Take a ride if you're having a crisis. So the A, accept that you have a problem. The R, reach in and evaluate yourself. The I, intentional, invest time and resources in your marriage. So you want to be intentional about it.
Yep.
D, you want to depend on God.
And get help.
And yes, and get help.
Definitely.
E, establish emotional, physical, spiritual connection. You want to do that.
Okay, so these are, things that we have done to make sure that we, overcame whatever was happening, issues that we faced in our marriage, and we made sure we had fun flick. Okay, so we changed the conflict. When the issue is not the issue is not the problem, right? The issue is not the problem. The issue is your relationship, because at the end you want your marriage to last. You want to be there forever together. Okay, so connect with us. You can join our private Rekindle group. It's going to be how to strengthen your marriage and you can also be a part of the challenge we will have going on in there. Okay, so you can request to join the Rekindle group, how to strengthen your marriage. Okay,
yes.
As couples, we always think that it would be someone else who will have the problems or get a divorce. I mean, let's face it. That's what we think. We never think it could happen to us. No, not us. Until it does.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the persons who got divorced, they all got married and were excited about their marriage. They had wonderful weddings and they thought they would be together forever, and then eventually something happens. Okay, so we always think it will not be us. So guess what? We can't be lazy. We have to intentionally work on our marriage. Definitely. In the Bahamas, we are known to be the place where you can, be laid back, and be relaxed. However, when it comes to our marriage, we can't afford to be lazy, and we definitely have to put in the little extra if we want an extraordinary marriage.
Yes, you have to. So if you want an extraordinary marriage, you will have to do the work and you will have to put in that extra. The difference between extraordinary and ordinary is that little extra. So extraordinary, right? Extraordinary marriages don't happen by chance. They are created with intentional loving. So if your marriage is in crisis, you can get out. Get out of the crisis and keep your marriage. Let me repeat that again. So if your marriage is in crisis,
definitely. So let us know what your biggest takeaway from the live today is. You can type that. We were happy to share our marriage story with you. Join us next week with another dynamic couple here on Unique Couples Sunday Night Facebook Live.
Remember to like our page. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Unique Couples Rekindle, and you can email us. I put in the email a bit earlier, uniquecouplesrekindle@gmail.com.
Yes. At Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier families. We had fun.
Remember,
I had fun.
all of us had fun.
Yes.
So remember,
take a
ride, a joy ride.
Yes, take a joy ride.
Take a joy ride.
Remember the marriage in crisis, how to get out. Get out of the crisis.
You want to get out of the crisis. Don't get out of the marriage.
Get out of the crisis. It could happen. It could happen.
Yes.
Yeah. See you guys.
We had fun. Goodbye. See you guys.
Bye.
All right.